Have you ever caught yourself wasting time, letting the hours slip by without truly noticing? Maybe you spend hours scrolling through social media or watching mindless TV shows. We all do it. But what if I told you that the most valuable thing you have isn't your money, your car, or even your health? It's your time. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever missed an important moment because you were too caught up in distractions? Or worse, have you spent years preparing for the perfect time to start something, only to realize too late that the perfect time never came? Seneca, the ancient Stoic philosopher, reminds us of this harsh truth. Time is our most limited resource. We can't buy more of it, and once it's gone forever. Imagine you're holding a glass of water, and each sip represents time slipping away. What would happen if you didn't drink it all? It would simply evaporate. That's how time works. We often fail to recognize its value until it's too late. So, let me ask you this. What are you doing with your time today? Are you using it wisely, or are you letting it slip through your fingers? Instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, Seneca teaches us to live now. Every moment is precious, and it's easy to get lost in the idea that happiness is always somewhere down the road. But what if happiness is available right now, in this very moment, if only we took the time to notice it? Whether it's a quiet morning with a cup of coffee, a deep conversation with a friend, or simply enjoying a walk, these moments are what make life truly rich. Next time you're tempted to put things off or waste time, remember, the present is all you truly own. What would you do if you knew you had limited time left? Would you start that project you've been putting off? Would you reach out to someone you care about? Time is ticking. Let's make it count. 1. Prioritize your task list. Managing your time effectively starts with understanding what truly matters. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by a mountain of tasks and not known where to begin? Creating a prioritized task list is like drawing a map for your day. It gives you clarity and direction. Instead of diving into tasks randomly, take a moment each morning or the night before to list everything you need to accomplish. Now let's refine that list. Not all tasks are created equal, so categorizing them is crucial. This is where the Eisenhower matrix comes in. It's a simple but powerful tool that divides tasks into 4 categories. Important and urgent. These are your must-do-now tasks, like meeting a deadline today. Important but not urgent. These are tasks that matter for your long-term goals, like planning or self-development, but don't need immediate attention. Not important but urgent. Often interruptions or favors for others, like replying to non-essential emails. Not important and not urgent. Things that waste time, like scrolling through social media. By assigning your tasks to these categories, you can better understand where to focus your energy. How often do we get distracted by the urgent but unimportant tasks? Identifying them early allows you to say no or delegate them, freeing up time for what truly matters. Focusing on the important but not urgent tasks is where real progress happens. These are the building blocks of your dreams, the habits, plans, and small steps that seem minor today but compound into big wins over time. Are you spending enough of your time here? Remember, prioritizing isn't just about crossing things off a list. It's about aligning your actions with your values and long-term goals. It's a chance to reflect and ensure that the way you spend your time reflects the life you want to build. Next time you're feeling lost in the chaos of daily demands, pause. Take a breath. Write down your tasks, categorize them, and focus on what moves the needle forward. You'll feel more in control and accomplished, no matter how busy your day gets. 2. Break big tasks into small steps. Have you ever faced a daunting project and found yourself stuck, unsure of where to even begin? That overwhelming feeling often leads to procrastination, making the task seem even more intimidating. But here's a simple, yet powerful solution. Break the task down into smaller, manageable steps. Imagine tackling a mountain, not by leaping to the top in one giant stride, but by taking it step by step, trail by trail. Each completed section becomes a small victory, giving you a sense of progress and keeping your motivation alive. For instance, let's say you need to prepare an important presentation. Instead of stressing over the entire project, start by outlining the main points. Once you have that, focus on specific tasks like researching key data drafting each section of the content, and finally creating the slides. Each small step feels achievable and brings you closer to the finish line. This approach not only helps you avoid feeling overwhelmed, but also builds momentum. Each completed step acts as a reminder that you're capable of moving forward. The journey becomes less about battling the enormity of the task and more about embracing the satisfaction of progress. And remember, every great achievement, whether it's writing a book, launching a business, or planning an event, begins with a single, intentional step. What small action could you take today to move closer to completing your biggest project? Breaking tasks down isn't just about simplifying. It's about empowering yourself to start and stay consistent. Each step is a building block toward success. 3. Use the Pomodoro Technique. Have you ever felt your focus slipping away after hours of nonstop work? It's a common struggle, and that's where the Pomodoro Technique comes in, a time management method designed to keep you sharp and productive without burning out. The concept is simple. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After completing 4 Pomodoro cycles, reward yourself with a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This structured rhythm not only keeps you engaged, but also prevents mental exhaustion by breaking your tasks into bite-sized intervals. Imagine you're tackling a report that requires deep concentration. With the Pomodoro Technique, you dive into your work for 25 minutes, fully immersed, knowing a short break is just around the corner. Once the timer rings, step away, stretch, grab a coffee, or simply breathe. This brief pause allows your mind to reset, so you can return with renewed focus for the next cycle. The genius of this method lies in its balance between intense focus and intentional rest. By committing to just 25 minutes, even daunting tasks feel less overwhelming. And those short breaks? They're not just time off. They're crucial moments to recharge, keeping your energy levels consistent throughout the day. Research shows that our brains work best in bursts of concentrated effort, followed by rest. The Pomodoro Technique capitalizes on this natural rhythm, making it easier to stay productive without draining your mental reserves. Why not give it a try? Set a timer, pick a task, and start your first Pomodoro session. You might be surprised at how much you can accomplish, and how much better you feel at the end of the day. 4. Learn to say no. Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed because you said yes to too many things? Learning to say no is one of the most powerful tools for managing your time effectively. It might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you fear disappointing others. But it's an essential skill to protect your priorities and focus on what truly matters. When you agree to every request or invitation, you risk being pulled in too many directions. Over time, this can lead to exhaustion and frustration as you lose sight of your own goals. Saying no isn't about being selfish. It's about valuing your time and energy enough to invest them wisely. Picture this. A colleague asks you to take on an extra project, but you're already juggling several tasks. Instead of immediately agreeing, take a moment to assess. Does this align with your priorities? Will it contribute to your personal or professional growth? If not, it's okay to politely decline. A simple response like, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I'm unable to commit to this right now," can set boundaries without damaging relationships. Saying no also opens up opportunities to say yes to what truly matters. When you guard your time against distractions and non-essential commitments, you create space for the tasks and relationships that align with your values and long-term goals. Remember, your time is limited and precious. Every yes should be intentional. By learning to say no, you're not just protecting your schedule, you're reclaiming control over your life and setting yourself up for success. So, the next time you feel pressure to say yes, ask yourself, is this worth my time? If the answer is no, be confident in your decision to decline. It's not a refusal. It's an act of self-respect. 5. Practice finishing early. Have you ever experienced the last-minute panic of trying to meet a deadline? The practice of finishing early is a simple yet powerful technique to avoid this stress and improve the quality of your work. The idea is straightforward. Complete tasks ahead of schedule, or at least finish parts of them earlier than expected. This buffer not only provides extra time for review and improvement, but also helps you avoid being caught up in unnecessary details. Imagine you have an important presentation to deliver. Instead of finalizing your slides the night before, aim to have them done a few days in advance. This gives you the opportunity to revisit your work with fresh eyes, refine your points, and ensure everything is polished. You'll not only feel more confident, but also more prepared. The same applies to meetings or collaborative work. If you're running a meeting, try wrapping it up before the allocated time. This demonstrates respect for everyone's schedule and gives attendees a chance to regroup and prepare for their next tasks. Ending early also sets a tone of efficiency and discipline, leaving a positive impression. Finishing early isn't just about avoiding procrastination. It's a mindset that prioritizes preparation and excellence. It reduces stress, builds trust in professional settings, and helps you transition smoothly to your next responsibility. Start small. Commit to completing one task ahead of schedule each day, whether it's responding to an email, completing a report, or preparing for a meeting. Notice how this practice creates a ripple effect of calm and productivity throughout your day. Ask yourself, what could I finish early today to set myself up for success tomorrow? By adopting this habit, you'll not only manage your time more effectively, but also cultivate a reputation for reliability and forward thinking. Applying these solutions not only helps you manage your time effectively, but also allows you to live a more intentional life, reduce stress, and create more space for what truly matters. Try them today and see how your life transforms. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of the upcoming exciting stories. If you enjoyed the video, please like to show your support. And remember to leave a comment to share your thoughts or suggestions to help me improve. Thank you so much.